As the year unfolds, I can't help but reflect on moments that have truly shaped my perspective. There's one memory that stands out, a conversation with one of my top team members. It wasn't just about his career, it was about the power of decision making and the lessons it taught me as a leader and as someone who's always striving to grow. It started with him walking in front of me, looking both excited and a little unsure. He had just been offered a new job and wanted to talk about it. He said, "There's this opportunity. What do you think?" He described the role, the company, and what he saw as the potential upside. And then he paused and asked me again, "What do you think?" I'll be honest, it would have been easy to give him my opinion right there. To tell him what I thought about the job, the timing, or whether it was a good fit. But instead, I decided to do something different. I looked at him and said, "Where do you want to be in 3 years?" That question shifted everything. He stopped, thought for a moment, and started to share, not about the job, but about his goals. He talked about where he saw himself in the future, the kind of work he wanted to do, and what he aspired to become. And as he spoke, I followed up with, "What critical experience and skills do you think you need to get there? What gaps do you think you currently have?" At that point, the conversation stopped being about the job offer on the table. It became about him, his growth, his future. By the end of our conversation, he had a moment of clarity. He looked at me and said, "Actually, now that I think about it, this job fills the gap I need to grow. It will give me the skills and experience to get where I want to be. I'm going to take it." I smiled and said, "Good for you. I fully support your decision." That moment stuck with me because it reminded me of something so simple yet profound. Decision-making isn't about finding the right answer. It's about finding your answer. As leaders, we often think our role is to provide guidance, to tell people what's right for them. But sometimes, the most impactful thing we can do is give them the tools to make that decision themselves. The ability to make decisions is one of the most important skills we can develop. Think about it. Every step forward, every growth opportunity, every challenge we tackle comes from a decision we've made. But decision-making isn't easy, especially for introverts. Introverts tend to reflect deeply. We analyze every detail, every angle, and every possible outcome. And while that's a strength, it can also be a challenge. Overthinking sets in, and suddenly, every decision feels monumental. I've been there, lying awake at night, running through all the what-ifs. What if I make the wrong choice? What if I miss a better opportunity? What if I regret it later? It's exhausting. And in those moments of vulnerability, it's tempting to ask someone else for their opinion. But here's what I've learned. When you're vulnerable, someone else's opinion can easily steer your thoughts. And while their advice might be well-intentioned, it may not align with what's truly right for you. That's why it's so important to own your decisions. When you make a decision yourself, when you really take the time to think through your goals, your gaps, and what's best for you, you build confidence. Even if things don't go as planned, you grow from the experience. Over the years, I've come to believe that the best thing we can do, whether as leaders, parents, or mentors, is to equip others with the ability to make their own decisions. It's not about solving the problem for them. It's about helping them develop a process they can rely on for the rest of their lives. So as we head into another year, I want to leave you with this. Every decision is a step forward. It's not about getting it perfect. It's about getting it right for you. And if you're a leader, think about how you can empower your team to make decisions that align with their goals. Those are the moments that build trust, confidence, and growth, not just for them, but for you as well. If you found this story helpful, subscribe to the Introverted Leadership newsletter for more reflections and strategies. And don't forget to visit projectscenarios.com to download the Introverted Leaders Toolkit, 5 strategies to lead with confidence. Let's grow together, one decision at a time.